Welcome to the cradle of quarterbacks, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers, where the black and gold hoping to boiler up in this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bruins will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. A first down for the offense. The running back has it. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Ash. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking wasn't outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bruins.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be dragged down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCLA. What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCLA 14, Purdue 7.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Running behind that left side. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. To the air on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Now on second down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Ash. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Morrison. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest.
He's going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They're trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra: be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Ash. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Going up top on first down. Feelings going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. He makes the connection. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UCLA 21, Purdue 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's fourth and short. They'll try it on the ground. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical fourth down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Ash. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Wells. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just... And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
This is a 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fires to the right. Finds a man by himself. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Navy was anything but dominant today, but the midshipmen are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Ash. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll immediately call timeout.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the 1st half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab enough for the 1st.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UCLA!
Number 5, with the defensive score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Ash. A strike downfield. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
UCLA 35, Purdue 17.
And the Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to pass, it's Hayes. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That is no good. Guys, after that miss, they're still trying to fight their way out of an 18-point hole.
UCLA 35, Purdue 7.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the ground with the back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Coming after him. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bruins! And the beatdown has ensued.
UCLA, number 83, Halton in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. To Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Back to throw, it's Ash. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Caught over the middle. It's Wells. Tackled, but he has a first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to serve.
The ball squirts free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Hayes. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he intercepts it. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8 clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
They move the tight end all over. They'll throw it from the red zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line, paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Dropping back, it's Ash. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Is no good. That keeps the score. UCLA 42, Purdue.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 16, set to kick this one.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said.
All kinds of running room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Northwestern was able to come away with the win, as they have in Evanston so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Looking to throw, it's Ash. Looking to scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, they're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On second down, wants to throw it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
The give as they work on that clock. Gets away from one, finds room. Strikes the blow. Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Purdue Boilermakers will take over. 1st and 10.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Ash. Dances away to buy time. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.